Filters and editing. Let's take a quick look at filters and editing because this can make your life a lot easier when you're dealing with Altium. Let's start over here with a schematic. I can come to my schematic and right click on a component. You'll see one of my options is find similar objects. So I'm going to click find the similar object, and here's all the functions I have. I can come here and look at the footprints. I want to select everything that has this footprint. I can select everything that the comment is resistor 1. I can select everything that says description is resistor. It gives me all these options. So let's come here and say same. I'm going to select everything that description says resistor. Now I have some options down here I need to set up. I want to zoom to everything I've matched. I want to clear other things that were selected. I'm going to mask it so I can highlight those. Ooh, I want to select them. Make sure you click this one. And then open properties, because after we do this you'll see that we can look at the properties. So I'm going to say apply. And now you'll notice after I've done this that the resistors are highlighted here. So I'm going to tell it OK, and I've opened the properties. Now look at these properties. I can come here and make changes on any of these. Like here's the comment, it says resistor 1. I can say I don't want to see that on all of these. Click the hide, and now look, I've hid that on all of those just using this filter. I didn't have to go to those things one at a time and hide them. That's the power of using these filters. I can then right click and say clear filter. I can also do Shift C. Clear the filter, I'm back to where I was. So now I can zoom out and you see I don't have those comments there anymore that says RES1. Let's look at our PCB, because this can be very handy on the PCB too. I can select top overlay, that's the layer I'm looking at. I can right click, find similar objects, and now I can say I want to find all my designators. All the designators. I want to zoom, I want to select it, clear, open the properties, that looks good. I'm going to hit apply and OK. Alright, so the properties opened up. You see all my designators are highlighted now, and I can come here and say they're too big. I want them to be only 40 mils, and I want the thickness of the writing to be 7 mils. So I'll come back up here and right click, clear the filter. Notice these are all smaller now. That worked out pretty well. Now I have this guy. Let's right click on him, find similar objects. Here's a comment. I want to find all the comments. I'll apply. I'll hit OK. I bring up the properties, and I can change his text height also to 40. And change his width to 7, and you see they got smaller. Or maybe I wanted to do the opposite. Maybe I want to say the text height I want it to be 75 and 10, and I made them bigger. So now the power in the input is bigger. Anyways, that's just a quick overview of how you can use this. You can come down to the panels. You'll find a PCB filter. Then you can start typing in functions. There's a helper here where you can type things in. This gets a little more advanced, but it can get very useful. I can say is a comment, and then I can tell it to apply that. I want to do the same thing. I want to select and zoom to it, apply to all. I just did the same thing. I've found another way to select these guys. I can go to the properties and change them again. Just another way to get to the same place. I can clear the filter right back where I started from. Alright, if you have any questions on the selecting and filtering and things like this, feel free to come and see me. Thanks.